Good evening, my friends. It's Friday, the 23rd, and tomorrow Christmas are starting. We have for my family, it's always the biggest day. It's Christmas Eve. We can't eat any meat, but we have to have 12 dishes without meat. It's not an easy task. So happy Christmas for all of you, and I hope all of you will feel happy in that day. My best wishes to you, my friends. And tomorrow I will post this video. So if you would like to participate in the lottery, the prize is 1 hour reading with me, donated by Janet and Tom. I'm not going to put the name. She wrote me a note that it's better if I'm not telling too much about them. And wonderful people. And so please take opportunity, write comment under this video. And I will be doing lottery Monday morning on live stream. So you will learn, and I will pin it on this video. And there will be few more prizes because they donated 4 more readings for 1 hour, and one more, it will be from me. So every video from now on, it will have some the prize. So this is a happy time. At least I can share with you something, and thank you so much, Janet and Tom. And I will start telling you what the video will be about. More documents will be found that 45th talk. Will A.O.C. be Speaker of the House in the future? Will people be losing homes due to the very high cost of energy? Elon Musk past life? Yes, I'm answering your questions. Will they find help for dementia? Will there be another person like Trump? In France, a new old movement, G.U.D, restarted. And question from another YouTuber from Turkey, I will answer her question. Is Steven Minuchin going to be indicted? I hope I will be able to put all of those answers, because sometimes I'm cut off. And there will be prayers. And I want to pray for Brown Marsh and Patty Palmer. Okay? Oh, no, Pat Marsh is giving advices. Patty Palmer and Tessa is asking for prayers. But Brown Marsh is giving some advices. So, okay, I will start. And I will be answering what I have seen as visions, and then what the cards are saying. And thank you so much for donations. They are not only for me, but for you as well. So I'm so happy. And like Lupe Sylvester is giving me such wonderful donations. Thank you so much. And Christina gave me a present. Thank you. Okay, so this one is done. The Miss from Heaven. Will more documents will be found that 45th talk? And eventually I saw them like wasps coming and, sitting on one branch. So I think they will eventually started attacking all the golf courses, and they will be finding a lot of those documents. So I have to count to 3 and see what other messages will come with the cards, but I think eventually they're waiting for, what did I write? So eventually they will find them. 8 properties will be searched all the same time all over the USA. For Jack Smith Smith is right now sleeping kind of. When he will come back to USA, he will shock everyone by speed of the search. Not research. Shaky towel for Trump. He will find himself in very odd position. So it is coming. Jack Smith is coming back, and USA will be safe. The safety for the country. So he will do it what he's supposed to be doing, what is supposed to be done long time ago, but he was fighting, going back to health because he had operation after biking in Holland or Denmark. Oh my gosh, it's always a problem for me, those 2 countries. And Bev is asking, will Acacia Cortez become a Speaker of the House and in the distant future? She will be able to do some kind of magic, but not yet. She's like a fresh wine. We have to let her to mature for some time. So not yet. We might expect her to reach the better status when she is more mature. She is still very fresh and very unpredictable sometimes. She's right now in some disconnected a little bit from her fellow in the party. There are arguments with her for whatever she posted or she was saying. So she is not the most popular with her friends, or because she is so out loud and maybe doing things that they don't always like. She is very unpredictable, but that's a good, strong woman, and it will take a while. Okay. Angela M is asking, do you see in next 5 years many of the homeowners losing their homes due to the costly energy regulation being introduced? And people will have a lot of anxiety. They will have to work harder, like first pioneers who had to chop the woods and build their homes. Most people will survive. But it was so hard to even imagine what those first pioneers were going through, and that's what I saw. So no matter what, people will. The journey is not going to be easy. The trust is, but there will be a big change, closing one paragraph of their lives and starting a new. Hopefully it will be for the better. I will pull 3 more cards. Somehow they will be able to have enough money. In the future there will be a different government, and they will be more settled, more wealthier. So it is temporary, and then it will be better. Better rules. Maybe the war will end up, and that will change the situation, financial situation. Okay. Anya Van Tassel, please look at the past life of Elon Musk. And when I close my eyes, somehow King George III came to my mind. He was a very intriguing person. At the beginning of his life, he was so smart. He was collecting books. He was interested in astrology. And then he became very ill, and he is known as a crazy kind of guy on the throne. But it was not his fault. It was it's never someone's fault when they lose the mind. But it was attributed to the blood disorder, genetic purpurea, which is very easy to now to kind of observe for yourself. If your urine is very purplish, like when someone it's beets, then the pee is red. Some color, some different purple color will show up, so it's more different than red, but kind of purple, and that will show that there is purpurea attacking that person. And it's not only about mentally, physically as well. And there are medication now for it, so it will be possible to cure that. But because I saw this, and if he was the previous king of England, he had that dominion. He wants to control the world. George the Third lost US. English lost America. Otherwise, they will be more prominent in USA. So it is something that he has to check with for his own security, but he loved his wife. That King George was very faithful to his wife. He loved it. He was an empire. But this lifetime, angel of security will be watching over Musk, and he might not lose his brain to the same point. But he has to watch why he is acting the way he is acting. There is something causing him to be that grande persona that he wants to control the world. He thought that by having Twitter will let him to be the controller, and so that maybe that's the kind of, because when we are going through the past lives, they affect us this lifetime. I told you that the reason I was able to paint this life without taking any lessons, because I was a painter in the previous life. So this life I just reconnected with that person. I was a shaman. Maybe that's the reason I'm psychic. So it is the connection that we have from the past life, connecting us to that abilities that we achieved in the previous lives. Teresa Garden, are they going to find help for dementia and even early prevention medication? And so far, they are like, okay, we can't find anything. But there is one guy that I saw coming and hitting metal, like the metalsmith, the ones who are making horseshoes. So I think he will go back and he will be hitting on some points that it will be easy to figure out what was the beginning, why some people are getting, why some are not. And that's the main problem. I think, excuse me, a lot of this is genetic, but sometimes that will be just the one person in the family and no one else. So it's not everything we can push for the genetics. And he will be able to figure out in early stadium how to protect those vulnerable earlier. So eventually there will be medication for it, but it will be needed the cooperation of people who would like to diagnose themselves very early so they will be protected. And 3 cards. And it will be something more primitive, because it was like, yes, we will get out of the cave, that the symbol of moon, to find out the secrets. It will be expensive, but make people secure. Angel of love and medication will bring us in a goblet some cure. Oh, that will be great. Hopefully sooner than later, but right now they are kind of not aware what they should be searching for. Okay. Alice Kratkiewicz. Will there be, hello, it's Polish name so I can read it. Will there be another person like Trump as president, jeopardizing our democracy? There will be someone, but not like Trump. Trump is one of a kind. But there will be someone who will be using those, will be looking for loopholes. Trump shows so many loopholes, as Cheryl will say. He is pointing to all the loopholes that then they can be repaired. But sometimes they don't want to repair those loopholes. So that will be someone, but he will be smarter than Trump. And there will be a lot of wannabe like Trump. I don't know if we have to admit he has that ability to hold us as a glue to the TV. And what else he is doing? What else? I remember when he started, I was coming home and I was never interested in politics. And I was coming home from work and I was asking my husband, so what did he do today? Like I was expecting every day some new drama. And so many years, and he is not disappointing us from that point. He's always giving us some drama, and my husband said, when he will be gone, life will be boring. Yes, he is drama queen. The cow is jumping over his head. He is wealthy, some ways, and yeah, we will know all his secrets eventually. So everything will come out from the cave and we will know more how well he was pretending to be the rich guy. And he was, if he would be smart, he wouldn't go for that position, because he should know that going to be a president eventually will trigger so much interest in him, and that he will be under scrutiny, that he is bigger than life. Zero over. That's because it's Cheryl wrote that question from the live stream. In France, the media are talking about the comeback of the G.U.D, Group Union Defense, a French for-right students' union growing format in the 1960s. After the period of inactivity, it came back to the surface in 2022 at a law school in Paris. What is going on? Some politicians are ex-members. And I saw fruit from the tree as a seed and planted. So all of them are the new plants from the same kind of trees. And apple is close to the apple tree. So falling under the apple tree. So they will be following the fathers, or even those older politicians from 60s will be now influential for the younger ones. Yeah, they want to celebrate what they were not able to celebrate. You see, those two guys are observing what the others, younger people, are celebrating. So they are following their rules. The older guys are feeling isolated. Maybe in France they will isolate those young people as well, but they want to make some important decisions in the government, so don't neglect them because they are growing stronger, and the older guys are much wiser. They might not be completely in the power because they will be, if they were active in the 20s, in the 60s, so they are from the 40s. They are very old now, but their children are the one who are following the dreams. You know, it is like, I remember what my grandfather was, who was cherished, his hero was, who was his hero, and so Pilsudski. My grandfather had all his books, and he was very important figure in our history. The same thing is with those kids. They are following the grandfather's footsteps. And this one is Laura Davery. Is Steven Minuchin, former U.S. Secretary of Treasury, going to be indicted since he prevented Trump tax from being audited? For that reason, I think he will be like Mount Everest, kind of very hard to reach. But they are going to find shortcuts around it, and that path will be pointing to the money that Steven Mnuchin got from Saudi Arabia. And for that reason, he might have to have a problem. It will be hard to climb, even the lowest elevation of Mount Everest are hard to climb. My sister-in-law just climbed it, and she is going to be 50 in a few days. But it's possible. It is possible to go to elevation about 5,800, what she did in very cold weather, sleeping in extremely cold environment. But she had a nice sleeping bag, worth it of fortune. So yes, that's what it is. It will be very expensive to prove that he was, why he was paid those how much he was getting, 1 million, I think, 1 billion, and Kushner got 3.5 billions. So they have to investigate that eventually. The journey to prove him will be hard, but the lawyers are working on it, and he will be proven for backstabbing the own country. And he will pay the price as well. He will be the victim eventually. Not victim, because he got what he knew that he is getting into, so it was nothing. He was very transactional, so he knows what he's getting, and it was his kind of dream. I will answer this one first. Nan Burgen, will Indonesia reconsider and keep the old visas so we can stay? I believe the lady who wrote me that she was kind of working as a nun or someone humanitarian over there. And I feel, when I close my eyes, I had the feeling that the church has to kind of help them to get those visa permanent so she can stay there, because she spent most of her life there. So I will see what the cards are saying. Yes, they will be giving them some security, like a child, angel of love, and they will be feeling that they are married to the country. They spent so many years there, and they protected everyone. They were doing such a great job to help people in Indonesia, so they should stay there. Okay, Alice from YouTube channel. She has YouTube channel at home in Turkey, which I'm the follower of, because whenever I'm feeling so stressed out, and she is walking through different paths in nature, and that's what we were doing for so many years. So for me, it's very relaxing, and I love to watch her channel at home in Turkey. And she is asking, do you ever make a video about the insight that come to you without others directly involved, or do you only respond to direct questions? And I don't mean the prediction for the next year, just general. Oh my gosh. Funny thing is that the day that Leszek asked me to do the video, I never had a clue that he will, because it was his spontaneous idea that day that he came up when I came home. When I said that the guy, our neighbor, wants to apply for a position in the government. So I said, well, I hold his hand, blah, 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 as I usually do. And then my son came up with the idea that it would be great if I will do the videos with him, which was something I thought, oh, okay, I will help him, and he will be not happy because it's very hard for him to be happy with, we tried before some different videos, and he was never completely happy. So I thought, okay, I will do it full of myself, and then he will let me go. But no, next day he said, you are natural and people likes you. 750 subscribers in one day. That was amazing. Thank you so much, because a lot of you were watching me from the beginning. But talking about predictions, when my kids were teenagers, I thought that I'm crazy. Teenagers, boys don't tell you what they are doing. And you have to, if you have predisposition to be a psychic, and I knew that I have. That day, actually, before I came home, I started writing all my predictions. I kind of never after. I just wrote a few pages and that's it. That was my biggest book. That was biggest commitment to writing a book. So it was something that, like, intuitively I knew, because it was like confirming for myself that day I will start doing YouTube channel, but I never even imagined to do this on logical mind. But when my boys were teenagers, Roman, he got the driving license the same day as he passed his 16th birthday. And because we gave to Leszek car when he had 16 birthdays, we gave to Roman. But Leszek was a little bit older because he was not that eager to pass the driving license, but we gave him when he was 16. And Roman promised us that he will not drink. One day I'm painting, and I thought that I have to go to emergency, knowing that Roman is in emergency. Weird. The weirdest thing you can imagine, and I was not questioning this. I just ran to emergency, never before and never after. At that moment, I ran to the emergency. He didn't have cell phone because we were not that wealthy to spoil our kid with cell phone. We gave him an old car, but not the cell phone. And I ran to the emergency. It's evening, and he is there with a group of other kids. And they are looking at him, and my son is okay. It's not that he was hurt. He was helping some girl because she was she drank too much, and he was driving her to emergency, knowing that she might die. His energy was so vibrant that I ran after that energy. Explain it? Unexplained. Many things I started writing that day, all the few pages that I wrote about those moments that I thought, this, that, book. But I know that my time is ending because this video might be stopped, so I have to do the prayers. And first the remedy to brown marsh to help clear your lungs. Inhale peppermint oil. It makes the alverdi expand and relax and to start remove the mucus, and that will help someone to cough. And she is also saying about using fenugreek seeds. That one I'm not so sure because it has so many side effects. This time I was checking what it is, so you can check for yourself. I'm not going to advise to use that one. And please put the comments if you want to participate in the lottery. And Tess is fighting pneumonia. I have to pray for her recovery. And Patty Palmer is asking prayers for her surgery. So we have to pray for everyone who is going through any surgery, any health issues with pneumonia, with COVID, with any illness. We have to kind of send them best wishes and best prayers to leave the energy of healing and protection and to put the bubble over them. Stay safe and stay positive. I'm worried that it can be stopped, and I don't know if it didn't even stop. And sometimes I'm talking to myself and the video is already stopped. Stay healthy, best wishes, enjoy your happiness with the family. I love you guys and have a nice, quiet Christmas and safe. Don't travel because the weather is so bad all over the world. In Europe and over here, I know that we are suffering extreme cold. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.